Have you ever felt like your voice doesn't matter? Like no one's listening, and what you say won't make a difference? Well, here's the truth. Your voice has power, more than you think. The world is shaped by those who dare to speak up. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why your words matter and how using your voice can transform your life, and even the world. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never second guess the impact of your words again. The world is loud. Opinions fly at us from every direction. Social media feeds, news channels, dinner table debates, and even the unsolicited advice from that one neighbor who somehow knows everything about everything. It's easy to feel like your voice is just another drop in a chaotic ocean of noise. But let me tell you something. Your voice matters. Whether you're speaking out for a cause, sharing an idea, or just standing up for yourself in a conversation, the words shape the world in ways you may not even realize. I've always believed that words hold power. And I don't just mean the big, history-changing speeches that get replayed in documentaries, though those are pretty awesome. I'm talking about the everyday moments where speaking up makes a difference, like the time we helped homeless men and women take their names back, or when I encouraged a friend to share their idea at work, and they ended up getting promoted. Or even the smallest instances, like reminding someone they're not alone in what they're feeling. These moments prove that words aren't just noise, they're catalysts for change. Ever stopped yourself from speaking up because you thought, hey, what difference does it make? Yeah, same. But here's the thing. Some of the most significant movements in history started with one person saying something that needed to be said. Think about Greta Thunberg. She was just a teenager sitting outside the Swedish parliament with a sign about climate change. That one act of speaking up turned into a global movement. Or how about Brandon Stanton, the guy who started Humans of New York? He took photos, listened to people, and shared their stories, and in doing so, changed countless lives. Even on a smaller scale, think about the 8-year-old boy who, out of one small act of kindness, sparked the organization and helped thousands. And no, I'm not saying you have to start a revolution overnight, but your voice can create a shift in the spaces you inhabit, your workplace, your community, your family. Even a simple, I don't agree with that in a conversation can challenge the status quo. Or maybe you've got a brilliant idea but are hesitant to share it in a meeting because imposter syndrome is whispering, who do you think you are? Spoiler, you're someone with a valid perspective, that's who. The reality is, if you don't use your voice, someone else will fill that space. And it might not be someone who has the best intentions. This is how misinformation spreads, how harmful ideas gain traction, and how progress stalls. The world doesn't need more bystanders. It needs more people willing to step up and say, actually, here's another way to look at this. So how do you start? First, acknowledge that what you have to say is valuable. Then, practice. Speak up in small ways. Comment on discussions, ask questions, start a blog, record a podcast, post that LinkedIn thought you've been sitting on. And most importantly, be authentic. People connect with realness. At the end of the day, the world doesn't just need voices, it needs your voice. Because what you say could be the thing that inspires, helps, or changes someone's life. And that's pretty powerful. Now, it's your turn. Here's what you can do right now to make sure your voice is heard. 1. Speak up in conversations. If you have an idea, share it. 2. Post something meaningful. Whether it's a quote, a thought, or a personal story, your words can inspire. 3. Advocate for what you believe in. Even if it's just telling someone, hey, I don't agree with that. 4. Encourage others. Help someone else find their voice, and you'll amplify the impact even further. Remember, your voice is powerful. The words you choose today can shape tomorrow. So don't hold back. Share, inspire, and make your mark. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more daily positivity, and drop a comment below. What's one thing you want to speak up about? Let's start the conversation. See you in the next video.